it's telling on me. You're already the voice inside my head.
What's the best lyric you've ever written? The best lyric I think I've ever written, and I think the fan favorite, is from a song called Colors. The lyric is, you were red, and you liked me 'cause I was blue. You touched me, and suddenly I was a lilac sky, and you decided purple just wasn't for you. It's about a person who gets affected by their partner in a relationship, and then their partner leaves them because of the person that they've become when, the other person made them that way.
Don't get me wrong, it's a nice lyric and everything, but it just seems like it's so fake deep. And I don't know if that's just my opinion, but even the way she says it, she acts like she's reciting some beautiful Shakespearean poetry, like, calm girl, it's just, you're calling yourself Colors. She does this with a lot of her lyrics and music videos too. She acts like she's this leader of some massive uprising, like she's Nirvana or the Beatles and is changing the world, when in reality, she's just another bop on the radio that will be forgotten in a few years. This one's pretty self-explanatory, so I'm just gonna let the receipts play. I'm sure there's a couple that I missed because I'm too lazy to look up the rest, but you get the idea. When I first read this article about Halsey, it got me really upset. She acts like being a pop singer is a bad thing. And like her singing in a collab is the same as Kendrick Lamar rapping a verse in a song. And to make it worse, she plays the victim card and implies it's because she's a woman. She also for some reason drags Lady Gaga into this, saying that Lady Gaga had to wear a meat dress in order not to be considered a pop star. But she has been and always will be considered a pop star, so I don't get what she's saying with that. Overall, this article really left a bad taste in my mouth, mostly because she acts like she's above pop and that she's alternative, which she isn't even close to being. It's clear through the way she presents herself that Halsey often caters to the Tumblr and aesthetic-obsessed teenage audience. The blue hair, the pushing of feminist agenda, the theme of her music and videos, down to even her album titles. Hopeless Fountain Kingdom? I'm sorry, but that name just reeks of Tumblrina right there. And this definitely isn't a coincidence. I think Halsey knows that there's a gold mine on this little cancerous website where, if she does the right things, she can earn herself a fan base of a rainbow-haired horde of adolescents willing to murder whoever opposed them. It's a smart move on her and her management's part, but it takes a lot of originality away from her and limits her potential. In 5 or so years, when the whole aesthetic trend finally dies out, Halsey's career will die along with it, because this trend is basically what she founded it on. So, Halsey really likes to bash other people. She calls out people in interviews, starts Twitter fights, and then leaves her fans to take care of the rest. When you consider her mainstream fame, it's really shocking that she would publicly start hamming on these celebrities, and she seems to take a lot of personal offense when people make fun of her, or even just joke about her. She really needs to realize that by being in the public eye, she's going to get hate, and she needs to learn not to care. I mean, the way she attacks anyone she sees hating on her really clashes with the don't give a fuck vibe she tries to convey.
During the sit-down, Halsey told the Mad quote, "There's a lot of people I wouldn't put on my record. Iggy Azalea? Absolutely not. She had a complete disregard for black culture. Moron." I watched her career dissolve and it fascinated me. Ouch. During the same interview, Halsey also defended Quavo, with whom she collaborated with for Live, despite the fact that he himself came under serious fire for allegedly making homophobic remarks earlier this year.